Okay, hi, I'm Beck Lane, and this is Catalyst and Company. Catalyst and Company, where we're catalysts in each other's lives. Catalysts in each other's lives as well as our own, and we work at being the artists we've always wanted to be. My mouth is stuck. Uh, so it's January 9th, 2025, and the news coming out of Trump land is crushing and horrible, and the usual amount of chaos and nonsense and insanity. And we haven't even reached inauguration yet. So life is pretty overwhelming. And it's not the type of overwhelming where I think where you can fake it till you make it kind of a deal. You know, that advice where if everything's going horribly wrong, which it normally is, or it most of the time is, or it sometimes is, you slap a smile on your face, tell everybody everything's fantastic, and just pretend until it isn't. I get the advice, but I can't. I have difficult. I can't follow it because life is what it is. It just is what it is. And I know for some people that works out great, and they can Lululemon their day or their lives from one little lily pad to the next. And I'm just not one of those people. I can't be disingenuous. But now is a particularly a stressful time. And as I said, we haven't reached the inauguration yet, which apparently he's planning some military style, look at me, I'm a big power parade. I mean, it's just so overwhelming all the way across the board, and so fuck nuts that it's inconceivable that we're living through a time that no one should have to experience again on Earth. Again on Earth. And it's here. It's right here. So all that said, as we know, I went to Georgia. I had an artist residency in Georgia. And I spent my time painting, but doing a lot of thinking too, and writing, and hiking in the woods, and napping, and eating really well. I pooped so much. We had vegetarian meals. We had a chef who cooked vegetarian meals. I pooped like I've never pooped in my life for almost 5 weeks. And I came back. I cried the last week I was there because I didn't want to come back. I didn't want to come back to this. I didn't want to come back to, what we're descending into. So I just kept bursting out in tears want and at dinner with other artists, writers, scientists, researchers. I just burst out in tears like, I don't want to. Because there was this quiet and calm. There was a quiet and calm that I wanted to be enveloped in all the time. And in that quiet and calm was space to think and sort things out and have big ideas, or bigger ideas, and that allowed me to paint easier. We had no phone. I had no phone. We had no internet up in our studios. We had limited limited Wi-Fi down at the main house, where we had vegetarian poop dinners and talks. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful to just not. While I was up there, I had a conversation with my friend Lauren Mitchell, Grammy Award-winning singer Lauren Mitchell. And her life has taken off. She left Sarasota, and since then, her life has just become this spectacular glitter parade of events and opportunities and things happening that don't happen here. Another reason I was crying a lot. So, anywho, she left Sarasota, moved to New Orleans, met her, started getting booked at, she's a singer, started getting booked at all kinds of venues constantly, where she couldn't get booked. Well, she got booked here, but then couldn't get paid. All of a sudden, her life opened up in New Orleans. She met her soon-to-be husband, Jack, and now they've been together for 3 years, I think it is. They bought a house in Mexico, where they've moved, and she's very happy. They come back to the States, but she's also been flown out to LA, where she has a contract, and she's singing with people. She sang with Kev Mo, did a duet with him. So it's just like boom, 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 boom. But in Mexico, she's found that freedom, that peace and that freedom that she needed. She and her husband. So we were having a conversation about that, and about artwork, and about how all my life, I felt like I've been trying to open doors that have been just like bolted shut. And so I've been trying to find the key. Banging on the doors, kicking on doors, yelling at the people inside, because who gives a shit? You know, what are they going to do? Ignore me harder if I say something? It's like, it doesn't even matter. I've actually become very vocal the past few years with people, and just standing there with museum directors going, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you not have opportunities for artists? Why do you not have artist residencies? Why do you think the only talent that is here, that is available to you, is like from another country? You know, or outside the state? There are people here. Hi, I'm one of them, who would really kill to be here, to do something here. Anywho, all that said, banging on doors, kicking on doors, yelling at the doors, talking to the doors, lecturing the doors, trying to coerce the doors into opening, or yelling at the people inside. None of it's been to any avail, by the way. So it, like, I don't know. So Lauren and I were talking. None of it's been to any avail, but I'm not embarrassed that I've opened my mouth, by the way, because they're not going to forget me. And they're not going to forget what I've said. Blah, 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 metaphor, metaphor, metaphor. Anywho, I'm talking to Lauren, and we were talking about these doors and these locks and how I've been trying to find the key. And she said something really important to me. She said, Beck, you are the key. You are the key. So how do we take that peace and that quiet and the time to think home from these unique, now unique spaces? And apply it to our lives, to ourselves, to our souls, to our hearts, that in a lot of cases are breaking because of the world. Because of the state of the world, because of one man, because of the handful of ultra right-wing, extremist, wealthy, over-the-top wealthy, greed-driven oligarchs that he's surrounding himself with, people who are trying to mow us down. How do we find peace and quiet in this? How do we find the ability to produce, work, and to feel hope? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I took that conversation with Lauren, and that night I started making up little signs to remind myself. So I would have these mantras running through my head. I made up little signs and I hung them all around my studio in Georgia. This might sound dopey, but I am the key. I am the key. And this is something I say to myself when I'm riding on my scooter, when I'm sitting here watching season whatever of Game of Thrones and other things, which I'm trying really hard not to do anymore, but when I'm just kind of frozen in fear and anxiety, I'll look up and I'll see one of these little signs. And it helps me to center. I also made up another sign because it's not just me. As I've been told, my personality isn't everything it should be. So if I and my little personality are not quite the key, although I think if I had a penis, that people would find it really disarming, my personality. If I am not the key, my personality is not the key, my frustrations and willingness to just go, my inability to care about what people think, if that's not the key, which again, if I had a penis, would be like, ooh, he's so pretty. If that's not the key, then the artwork has to be the key. The artwork we produce has to be the key. So I have these hanging up all over the place. In front of my desk, by my front door, by my back door, in the hallway, in the bathroom. I've got this big wall in my little cave bedroom / storage room, and I've got a big one of these hanging up. I also have, I'm repeatedly writing about the goals that I want to reach. I'm not a journaler, but I am a journaler now. I'm not big on journaling, or I haven't been, but now I am. And so I've got not pages and pages of artwork is the key, I am the key, I am the key, artwork is the key. Because we don't want to seem like Jack Nicholson in The Shining if when we die, people open up these little notebooks and see, Jack, all work and no play over and over again. I'm writing about things, but I'm writing about What do we do? What are my goals? What do I want? What do I need? And I'm trying to figure out how to use the key. Artwork is the key. Artwork is the key. Artwork is the key. I know which doors I want to open with that key. Not always sure how to turn it. Being polite hasn't worked. Being patient hasn't worked at all. Being aggressive has sometimes worked. Again, had a penis, it would work better. Do not. Can't quite figure out how to turn it all the way. But in the meantime, keep producing artwork and posting. I'm posting. On Facebook and Instagram, which I know some people are like, pew, pew, pew. Facebook, old people, blah, blah, blah. I've been watching my traffic shift from YouTube to Instagram. That's why I slowed down. Well, one of the reasons I slowed down on YouTube, because my traffic flow with algorithms just went, not because we have the people we want here, but it slowed down considerably. I saw it shift over to Instagram when Instagram was like, ooh, this is new and sparkly, and people had to run to that. Now I'm watching it shift back to Facebook, or I've watched it shift back to Facebook. So I'm over there a lot more, a lot more, where we can talk and we can have conversations, and it's just more community and warm than Instagram. And I certainly am not doing fucking TikTok. Oof, it's like the dollar store of social media. I did try it for a while. Just felt gross. So no on that. And website, which I kind of keep up on, but not particularly. Also Patreon, which I don't keep up on. But in that, and in these little mantras, I am the key. I am the key. Artwork is the key. Finding peace and quiet, and that allows me, I will picture actually being in the woods in Georgia, or thinking about my studio makes me weep, but, walking the grounds, hiking a couple of trails, visualizing myself at one of the little waterfalls, or, like, a couple of my favorite-ish spots to just, like, go. And the people. Thinking about all these things allows me to be enveloped in that world again and to have peace and quiet. Let go of the fear, let go of the anxiety, and focus on my artwork. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's coming. We do know what's coming, but we don't know what's coming. We do know that it's not good at all on any level. During his first 4 years, he just created endless chaos. It was total and complete endless, bizarre, insane, dangerous chaos. This go around, though, he's far more dangerous because he has people like J.D. Vance, and he has money backing him up like Elon Musk. So he's far more dangerous. While he's spreading these bizarre ideas that come to him at 2 in the morning or whatever. These ill-conceived, bizarre ideas, they're able to enact plans they've had for a long time, plans, we know about anyway. So it's a big, scary thing. It's a very big, scary thing. And in that, what we have to do is hold on to ourselves, because this is going to be a long road, another very long 4 years. So I am starting off, I'm trying to set the groundwork. Somebody just pulled in. Oh, there they go. Okay. I'm trying to lay the groundwork so that I have a fairly good base for the next 4 years. We have art is the key, I am the key, hanging up everywhere. That is the mantra. Say it here. I say it when I'm getting particularly upset over things. But here's the other thing. I say it on my scooter when I'm on the way to the gym. I haven't worked out in a long time because one of the illnesses I have has really, it took its toll. But I did start working out. My little arms have gone from stick with blobs of gross hanging off of them to now we have a little bit more muscle. My legs are bending a little bit better, although I'm having trouble walking. They're bending a little bit better. But the big thing is, I feel better. I can focus better. I can stay calmer. I used to work out in the morning. I loved 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning going for long walks. At the gym during the day, in the afternoon. But now I'm finding I like it better at night when nobody's there. 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night is when I go. It's quiet, it's calm. They have television screens up. I can watch The Wizard of Oz or whatever is hanging up there. Wizard of Oz is a perfect analogy for right now, but almost. But I can separate myself, my mind and my heart from nonsense. Come home, do a little bit more painting, go to bed, wake up in the morning, and I have energy and I'm able to focus. So, in all of this, let's hold on to our artwork is the key. Our artwork is the key. That no matter what else is going on in this stupid time, stupid, dumb time, chaotic time, we have our artwork. We have our talents. We have our abilities. We don't know, armpit. We don't know where our artwork will take us, if doors will open, if they will stay closed. We don't know if things are going to completely fall apart. We don't know. But for right now, let's lay a base where we are able... Why is there traffic up front? Where we are able to be our best selves. Not the loudest, not the showiest, but our most creative, artistic, focused selves. All right, that's my 2 cents. I'm Beck Lane. This is Catalyst & Company. Catalyst & Company, where we're catalysting each other's lives as well as our own. Blah, blah, blah. Artists we wanted to be. La, 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 la. If you'd like to help support Catalyst & Company, all the links are down below. and as well as the galleries, but artwork. There's a link to my chaotic website, as my friend India calls it, a mess. She calls my website a mess. But note too, I have 2 landscapes that are headed to Halo Arts Project. Halo Arts Project is holding their annual fundraiser auction at the end of January, and I'm putting in 2 landscapes for them. So information about that will be posted everywhere, and we're on 25 minutes. Boy, my mouth never stops once it opens. Anyway, take care. You are the key. Your artwork is the key. Let's keep that in mind. All right? Ciao. Meow, meow, meow. Boink.